In this video, I delve into ways to turn pain and suffering into a journey of inner peace and awakening. Based on the teachings of Jon Kabat-Zinn, Adyashanti, and other respected teachers, I will introduce practical techniques such as pausing, investigating with compassion, and resting in awareness. Additionally, I will demonstrate how these practices can not only alleviate suffering, but also help you awaken to your true nature. Hi, my name is Stephen Hick, and welcome to the channel. Stick around till the end, where I will delve into how to awaken to the spacious awareness that is your true essence. Let's start with a story.
Maria was an avid gardener, her life filled with the joy of nurturing life from soil to bloom. But when chronic illness struck, the vibrant garden she loved became unreachable, replaced by endless days of pain and fatigue. Questions like "why me?" and "will this ever end?" became her constant companions, and her world shrank to the confines of her suffering. One day, Maria came across a quote by Jon Kabat-Zinn, the founder of mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR. "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." Something in those words sparked a flicker of hope. While her pain might not go away, perhaps her relationship with it could change. Thus began her journey into mindfulness, a path that would not only reduce her suffering, but awaken her to the profound truth of her being. Maria started her practice by learning to pause and simply notice her experience. Following Kabat-Zinn's teachings, she brought her attention to the sensations in her body, observing them with curiosity rather than resistance. She realized that much of her suffering didn't come from the pain itself, but from her mental struggle against it, her fear, frustration, and endless attempts to make it go away. As Adyashanti, a contemporary spiritual teacher, often says, suffering is when we resist the present moment and cling to the idea that it should be different than it is. This insight transformed Maria's perspective. Instead of bracing against her pain, she began softening into it. With practice, she noticed moments of stillness beneath the turmoil, spaces where she felt a sense of peace, even amidst the discomfort. Let's explore the steps to transform pain into awakening. Maria discovered that mindfulness was more than just a way to cope. It was a beautiful doorway to transformation. She began to weave the following practices into her daily life. She then learned to pause and allow. When feeling overwhelmed by pain, Maria learned to take a moment to pause and breathe deeply. She embraced what Adyashanti calls allowing everything to be as it is. By letting go of her resistance, she created a lovely space for acceptance, a courageous act that lifted her from the mental struggle with her experience. Next, she understood how to investigate with compassion. Maria gently turned her attention inward, asking herself, what is this pain? What does it feel like? She observed its shape, texture, and movement, noticing how it evolved from moment to moment. She chose to see it not as an enemy, but as a wise teacher. Thirdly, she discovered how to rest in awareness. As time went on, Maria discovered the spacious awareness that underlies her experience, an awareness that quietly watched her pain, thoughts, and emotions without judgment. This awareness wasn't touched by her suffering. It felt vast, peaceful, and always present. Adyashanti beautifully describes this as recognizing our true nature. When we realize that we are not our thoughts, feelings, or sensations, but the awareness in which they arise, a deep freedom is revealed. This allowed her to see through the stories. Maria came to understand that her thoughts about the pain, "this will never end," or "I can't handle this," were simply stories that her mind created. By gently questioning these thoughts, she loosened their hold, discovering freedom and realizing they weren't absolute truths. And finally, this opened the possibility of transformation. As her practice deepened, Maria noticed profound shifts in how she related to herself and the world around her. The pain, once a heavy prison, began to transform into a catalyst for awakening. Each moment of mindfulness unveiled a deeper truth, that her body or her suffering did not define her essence, but the boundless awareness in which all experiences arise. Through mindfulness, Maria's life transformed. Her pain didn't disappear, but it no longer controlled her. She began to see the interconnectedness of all things. The same life force that flowed through her garden flowed through her. This realization brought not just relief, but profound joy. Tara Brach, another influential teacher, encapsulates this beautifully. When we fully open to the present moment, we discover the vastness of our being, beyond the stories of self, beyond the body, beyond the pain. Adyashanti's teachings resonated deeply as Maria continued her journey. True freedom is not found in controlling life, but in surrendering to it, allowing life to reveal its deepest truths. By surrendering her resistance and embracing the present moment, Maria awakened to the realization that she was not separate from life. She was not merely a person with pain, but an expression of the infinite awareness that underlies all existence. Maria's mindfulness practice didn't just reduce her suffering, it transformed her life. She returned to her garden not as an escape, but as a living meditation. She marveled at the cycles of growth and decay, seeing them as reflections of the impermanence she now embraced within herself. Mindfulness opened her heart to gratitude and connection. She began to cherish each moment, even those tinged with discomfort, as part of the dance of existence. Jon Kabat-Zinn's words became her mantra. The real meditation practice is how we live our lives from moment to moment. Maria's journey reminds us that mindfulness is not merely a tool for stress relief or pain management. It is a path to awakening. By learning to surf the waves of life, we discover the vast ocean of awareness that has always been our home.